Today's lecture so far has not been recorded and it would be very limited. Anyways, so I was saying program plan contains many elements, includes many documents, and formally expresses the organization's concept, vision, mission, and expected benefits produced by the program. It also defines program specific goals and objectives, and elements of program plan that relate to alignment with the organization strategy are, let us see, 3.2.1 to 3.2.4. Number 1, program vision. Number 2, program mission. Number 3, program goals and objectives. And ultimately, number 4, where is the number 4? Were they only 3? Yeah, they were 3. So program plan will basically consist of these 3 things only, right? So program plan will have the vision, which describes expected future state of the program, right? After transformation, where will we stand? It's long term. If the program is 10 years down the road, then what will we have after 10 years? And the vision statement is used as a framework for iterative development of the program. May it be 5-year plans and further broken down into 1-year plans or whatever and howsoever. Maybe it is iterations like agile, but whatever it is. So basically, we are trying to break it down, and we will be accomplishing it iteratively. Then is the program mission. Mission statement describes the purpose of the program, articulating the reason why program exists. And naturally, whatever justification we have created from the business case, whatever alignment we have analyzed and governance mechanism and all, this would define the program mission more conveniently. The mission statement also describes the philosophy and values by which the program will be conducted and details the environment in which the program operates. Then are the goals and objectives. Goals are clearly defined outcomes and benefits. So goals would be the outcomes and benefits that describe what the program is expected to deliver. And let us see what is the difference between outcomes and benefit, which is usually confused. Output, outcome, and benefit, these 3 terms are completely confused. Outcomes are the final result, output are deliverables realized through the individual projects, while benefits are the tangible gains and valuable assets to the organization from the economic or other exploited effect of outcomes, right? But if you like to differentiate between output and outcome, I would say output is the deliverable, which is product, service, or result, and what should it perform, that performance metrics is the outcome of the project. You see, if I have dug a well for you, then I have provided you a capacity to get water out of the well. So that is the outcome. But naturally the benefit would come later, and over the months or years that you will be consuming this much water and whatever. That would be the benefit. The tangible gains and value assets. Okay, once the program goals and objectives goals and objectives. Yes. Ji, Ali. I'm sorry. I usually could not.
No, it's okay. The slides that you're showing now are different to the slides I got from the download you gave me. I think these are the ones I have are back from 2017. And I think you've got a later, 2018.
This is the 4th edition.
Yes, I don't have these slides though.
Okay. So I
have another set.
I have sent you a link, and those slides are different from this, which
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there must be a mistake. I will upload these files there. And
great, thank you.
After the presentation, you can get it from there. Because I was also looking at it, there was some difference, and I thought it's the same one. I'll check it out.
No, it's totally different.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Most welcome. Right. So it's good that you have highlighted this, and now we will be able to fix that. Right. Okay. So while project managers lead the work on their components, uh, it is the program manager's responsibility to ensure alignment. So ultimately, uh, this is the same thinking which I have been telling you, that program manager has a different responsibility than project manager. They do not do the same job, and you do not micromanage them. Meaningful measures are established to monitor program performance and to track the accomplishment of the program's goals and objectives. Ultimate goals and program plan of the program plan is to ensure that the program remains aligned with the organization strategy, and that is very important because uh, who is going to keep an eye on that? If you are diverting from the organization strategy over the time, then probably you are not right, and this should be immediately corrected, and that program component deliver the expected benefit. Both of these things, you are aligned with the strategy, you are also be able to deliver the expected benefits. This is what our objective is. Program plan also communicates to how the pursuit of those goals will be monitored and managed using program governance. So we already have the governance framework in front of us, so we will do that. So that much is done. Third thing is roadmap. Roadmap is like a Gantt chart. It is a chronological representation in a graphical form of a program's intended direction, as well as set of documented success criteria for each of the chronological events. You see, you have divided whole of the program into various timeline you have created, and you have said at this point, at this stage, this much accomplishment should have been done, and so on and so forth. So the major milestones are established. Generally, how the projects will occur. It's like, not that all the projects are occurring one after the other. Maybe three projects are simultaneously happening, and when they finish, they start yielding their benefit, and maybe another project takes over that benefit and moves on. And that, but how all these projects will interact with each other, that is defined in the program roadmap, just like a Gantt chart. It should also establish the relationship between program activities and expected benefits. Which are the program activities which are responsible for yielding or delivering or realizing certain benefits? So that would uh, point towards those milestones. So it depicts key dependencies between major milestones, communicates the linkage between the business strategy and the plan prioritized work, reveals and explains gaps, and provides a high-level view of key milestones and decision points. The roadmap also summarizes key endpoint objectives, challenges, and risks. It provides a high-level snapshot of the supporting infrastructure and component plans. It should be noted that while elements of a program roadmap are similar to the project schedule, it is meant to outline major program events for the purpose of planning and development of more detailed schedules. So that much for the roadmap. Anything important here? Can be a valuable tool for managing and execution of the program, for assessing the program progress toward achieving its expected benefit. Right, fine. Okay, this diagram, here it shows the roadmap. These are the milestones, right? Just like a timeline, timeline, kind of a, you can say, the projects, the arrows may be the projects P1, P2, 3, 4, and these are the timelines, and these are the controlling milestones where some achievement would be delivered. Normally, a component when finishes would deliver some benefit, right? Or some output or outcome. So these are those points, and over say 5 years, the program life cycle, as you said, that would be explained. So this roadmap will help us plan further. The project managers would take over from there. By the way, we also create the program work breakdown structure, and that would happen when we are creating the project management program management plan. Then we have got environmental assessment, as we have already discussed about influences. Project in one way. Okay, what else? Then you have enterprise environmental factors, which we already understand. I think I don't need to explain them further. All the environmental factors which could affect your program. So at program level, we are talking about. Environmental analysis is important. So we carry out the environmental analysis. The following section outlines various forms of analysis that may be used to assess the validity of the business case and program plan. Considerations of the results from one or more environmental analysis enables the program manager to highlight factors that have potential for impacting the program. So anything which could impact your program, maybe in the program vicinity, there is a area which is liable to forest fires or maybe floods or something. So what impact it could have on your project, or for that matter, maybe uh, whatever program you are doing, that program may be impacting wildlife in that area or something. So you have to take into account. That's exactly why the environmental analysis is carried out. There is a list provided. We'll talk about it, what all you can do. Okay, comparative analysis, uh, advantage analysis, that is one way of doing it. You compare two options and see which is a better option, just like in business case. Then we have got feasibilities. Again, in business case, we carry out the feasibilities. We assess the feasibility of the program, in which we take into account lot many things: financial, sourcing, complexity, constraint profiles, and other things. SWOT analysis, we all are aware about. It is done at a strategic level. It talks about the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the organization, and it is instrumental in recognizing the positive and negative risks of the program. Naturally, strengths and weaknesses are internal, and we do understand. We can, if we understand our strengths and weaknesses, we can build upon our strengths and we can eradicate our weaknesses. This is under our control. But you cannot eradicate the opportunities or eradicate the threats, or but we can only try to mitigate them or to enhance them or whatever. So, in an endeavor, provides information for the developing the program charter and program plan. SWOT analysis may be employed for other purposes during the course of the program. Assumption analysis. Assumptions are factors that for planning purposes and are considered true, real, and certain. And we keep taking assumptions throughout the life of the program, and these assumptions are usually fill in the blanks, and they may be wrong. I did not know how much quantity of something is to be put into a system, and I put in an approximate quantity, assuming it to be correct, right? But it may be correct, it may not prove to be correct. Ultimately, the result will come out, and I would know that in future the quantity has to be doubled. Only then it will work. So once the facts become available, assumptions could be replaced. But we have to work, and in absence of facts, we will have to move forward, and therefore we have to take a number of assumptions. But assumptions are marked flags, and as soon as an assumption is proven wrong, we should replace it immediately with a fact or another more appropriate assumption. Assumptions affect all aspects of the program and part of the progressive elaboration of the program. Naturally, this is part of the progressive elaboration. We are improving with every step. Program managers regularly identify and document assumptions as part of their planning process. In addition, assumptions should be validated during the course of program to ensure that these assumptions have not been invalidated. Some of the assumptions no more valid.
Sorry, one quick question. In the environmental analysis, the competitor analysis itself, is that done part of the SWOT, or would you do it separately?
You can do these things together as well. These are different ways, but you can, get more than one means. You are doing comparative analysis and then you are using, cost benefit in it, and also maybe SWOT analysis. You can marry them up. Of course, you can. There are different ways of doing it, and a lot many things can be done together.
Okay, so the competitor analysis, which is part of the environment, because they are in your environment, just to check the feasibility and business case, you could do it as part of the comparative advantage analysis and SWOT.
Exactly. That
okay.
That could be part of comparative advantage analysis.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Then we have the feasibility, SWOT, assumption analysis, historical records, and all that. So this discussion is somehow summing up the first three chapters. Although we did not cover the very first chapter, that was all about projects, programs, and portfolio definition. We already, I did talk about little bit about everything, although I may not have covered everything. For chapter 2 and chapter 3, in chapter 2 we did talk about how they interact, all the 5 process performance domains. I think that was elaborated very well. Then in the strategic alignment, we clarified a few points, and naturally you may have certain doubts, but still at least we understand when the mandate is issued. Previously I was assuming that mandate is to be before you can carry out the business case, but it was proven that after the business case has been developed and the governance structure and everything is in place, only then we can have the the mandate. And after the mandate is ready, then we can go on for the charter, and then we have the program plan. Program plan, as I said, is different from the program management plan, because that is not right now. Then we have the analysis. All done. Then this is the initiation part. Then the planning, and in planning we will have the program work breakdown structure. We will have the program Gantt chart and everything. Actually, it will not flow down to the project level. It will leave where the project starts. Generally, it is said that the work breakdown structure should not enter further than the phases of the project. So you may define, program manager may define in how many phases the project manager should be doing it, or he can advise it, but he cannot create the whole WBS for the project, right? So he should delegate this thing completely to the project manager, as if he can autonomously do that. Anyways, so we could not start the benefit management chapter as such, but I think we should leave it here, and then we can conduct that in the next week. Next class we will talk about, we'll start from the benefit management. So is it okay for all of you?
Okay, sir, no problem. But only you verify the presentation material what you have supplied to us. Okay, just I think you have supplied second time. This is the correct one. Maybe you have taken today is the wrong one. Just double check it, please.
Okay.
It's a little confusing on the numbering.
Right. I will just provide.
Thank you, sir. Or otherwise, everything is good.
Thank you very much. Hashim, everything okay on your side?
Yes, sir. Everything okay.
Okay. And Ali, is it okay?
Yes, absolutely great. Just the slides that you, as Ashim said, they're provided are different to what I've got, so
Yeah,
I look forward to seeing them. Yeah.
I'll fix that. And next week,
Thank you.
Today is what, Sunday? Next Saturday, 7 p.m. 7 to 10 p.m. is our time, Saturday and Sunday.
Great.
So we'll meet next week.
Great.
Thank you very much. I'm
Sure.
sorry for
Thank you.
not have recorded everything today, but whatever has been recorded will be supplied to you.
Great.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.